Water does help because it neutralizes the acid a little bit. So I just need to drink more water.
So, moral of the story is, my button. Cody is dying.
Yes.
Welcome to the Hot Dish Podcast, where it has a little bit of everything that's always good. I'm your host, Jordan. Today with me, Cody's back.
I am. It's been a hot minute.
Hot minute for the Hot Dish Podcast.
Yes, it is. A little longer cook time on this dish.
Is that going to be your thing?
Well, I mean, been up to a lot of things, dude. I took a break from my old job, a.k.a. quit. And then...
Didn't we?
I don't...
You were here because I made fun of you for losing your job, remember?
Yep, that's true. Yeah. No, that's right. Everybody knows I quit. No, I didn't lose my job. No, yeah. But,
Did anybody question you? I doubt anybody saw my post on the Hot Dish page, but did anybody question you like, you lost your job, dude? Bro, what's wrong?
No one said that, no.
I don't know. I can't help that.
Renee thought it was funny because I was getting all mad about it.
So, Cody finally got a new job.
Yep.
What do you do? What do you do now?
I'm still a graphic designer. It's just different. I work with, like, promotional products. So, like mugs, anything that people do promotional products on.
But is it more, not short, small stuff? So t-shirts,
yeah,
lanyards, coasters we talked about. I went on the page. I don't know. You don't have to say it. But it's no billboards, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we'll do banners and stuff.
Okay. Yeah,
but
I mean, it's still consumer based.
Yeah, but we won't do we're not like media buyers, you know.
Okay.
So but I mean, like there's bigger items too. Like the hospital we work with, like they'll buy like coffee machines, like, and then they'll custom engrave them with like the hospital logo for like their top doctor or something, like.
Oh.
Or it'll be like the higher up committee, and they'll have like a holiday banquet gift for like the higher members.
So could I do? I mean, most design companies now, in that stage, they only do stuff in bulk. Could I do like a shirt order of like 10 shirts?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, the thing, yes, because
yes, but we're gonna charge you for it.
Well, no, because like one of the companies that we do, most of the companies we do apparel for, we choose, like, they don't necessarily do bulk orders. They just have stock in those clothing items. You can order as many as you want. Like,
okay.
For example, one of my coworkers did this. She ordered 5 shirts for her and her friends for it was like a homecoming thing for their college.
Yep.
Cost her $25, including the customization of the shirts.
All 5 shirts? Wow.
Yeah, so it was $5 a piece for the imprint and for the clothing item itself. And so I was like,
Hot Dish shirts.
Yeah. There's some really nice like Nike jackets that we can get, like,
okay, cool,
like actual winter jackets. I can get them for like $63 a piece.
Holy cow.
But like outright they're like $160.
Okay.
So sweet. I get $100 off.
Oh,
I can order it whenever I want. Like, that's the cool thing. I just have to write a check to the company. They don't charge me anything.
Do I want that really nice jacket with the Hot Dish logo on it?
Yeah. I mean, why not if it's cheap?
Do you guys do stickers at all?
Yeah, I actually have done like a few orders of stickers this last week.
Or like, how about like decals, like car decals?
Yeah. Well, they're vinyl stickers.
Okay.
But I mean, we don't.
Because I know these stickers. I got the stickers before you worked at this company, so don't hate me.
Yeah.
I got these from Sticker Mule. These are great stickers.
How dare you?
I put one of these on my coffee mug, and that coffee mug has gone through the dishwasher multiple times, and they haven't come out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we could find that.
These are like vinyl type stickers. They're not like.
But like,
they're not like the sticker on the bottom of the mug.
You put it through the dishwasher?
Yeah, I'll show you. Keep talking.
Well, that's insane, because like normally you'd think this stuff would just steam right off. That's impressive.
Yeah, both these stickers. So this one I didn't get to put on. This actually, look at this. I didn't put it on all the way. This is the bigger one of the Frozen Forest sticker. Mm-hmm. This was like this when I put it on, and it still went through the dishwasher. And there's the other side.
Wow, that's impressive.
No, I see it. Now I say that like, what's wrong here?
We sell a lot of those though, like the Yeti type drink cooler things. Cool. Like a lot
engraved
of those tumblers. Yeah, engraved, or there's like a lot of different types of imprints you can do now. So there's actually like a colored laser engrave you can do. It's so weird because like it like embosses the metal, it's kind of like the 3D printer concept, but like it does it with like metal. So like, you know how like you like use solder on like copper pipes and stuff, like gas.
So wait, it instead of So the laser, instead of digging down, it tilts up.
Yeah, I think it digs it out for like.
So it's like almost embroidered, but with metal.
Kinda, yeah. It's weird. It's expensive.
Okay.
It's like $6 a piece to get that imprint on it.
Is it?
But
So I assume you have formulas for this. Does it cost extra depending on the size and the complexity of the design?
no. Well, so it costs. Colors is the only thing that colors and locations is the only thing that makes differences.
Okay.
So if you have one color, one location, it's gonna be like that set price.
Okay.
But if it's multiple colors, then there's an extra charge per color.
Like printing.
Yeah, so it'd be like 25 cents a piece more.
Okay.
And then there's also another setup fee. So like you'd have like, say you ordered like 100 shirts and it was 25 cents a piece. It's stupid numbers, but
Yep.
and then you had one color, one imprint included in that price. If you wanted another color, now it's 50 cents a piece.
Gotcha.
But at the one color, you had a $50 setup fee for like getting the plates ready or the screens ready or whatever.
Yeah, the first time print.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then if you add another color, there's a second fee per color. It'll be it'll be smaller though. But if there's another location, it's the same price, like the same charge.
So it's like them charging, and it's like making them a new. You have to make a new screen.
Yeah,
new
because it has to be a separate piece.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so I mean, and most people are pretty understanding about that.
I really want. Now that you say that, like I could get. I really want to do some stupid shirts and give them out as gifts. Like it'd be really funny.
Well, I was excited for seeing like that price discount that I get, because I was like, this is gonna make some pretty easy Christmas gifts. Some discounts.
And you should put like, you should get your. You have any siblings?
I have a sister. Yeah.
You should get. You should get your parents like. Cody's my favorite child t-shirt.
Accidentally send it to her.
Or like,
oh, sorry.
Well, it's like you can't. I asked if you had a sister or a sibling because it wouldn't make sense if you didn't have a sibling.
Right. Yeah. True. Yeah.
That'd be really funny though.
It would be. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of cool. So I mean, hopefully in the future we can find some use for that discount.
I will let you know because right now I'm trying to convince my work. We give out apparel too when a customer buys some stuff from us.
Okay.
And we're our side is out. They have more on the other side, but they're being snippy about it. And it's like, oh, I just go. I got connections. How about that?
There you go.
Jordan gets a raise. Cody gets more money. More
There you go,
orders.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Easy as that.
I'll take them. There's actually a few people I reached out to that I know from my last job that quit. Oh, there's an update on that too. But like I've reached out to them because they're at new companies, and I'll be like, hey, just this is what I do now. If you need anything, let me know. Like it's a really small company. Everyone's like super nice and like personable, and like we'll just make anything happen. Like always. Like we always find. I've only been there 3 weeks, and it's like already. It's like someone contacted us last week. Oh, we're playing footsie. Uh-oh. Someone contacted us last week and was asking for like light up yo-yos, and then we found them. Someone asked us for like the actual branded like Fat Max tape measures.
Okay.
That they wanted their logo on the other side, and it's like we found a way to get an account with the actual Stanley company, because they're like, in order to work with us, you have to have an order of at least $50,000 a year, and we were like, okay. Well, and then would have had to buy that many and then get them imprinted.
Holy cow.
But luckily, the client was like they do countertops, and like it's a bigger counter. I don't know if I should say the name, but they like a huge countertop company. So they were like, oh yeah, just order like 100,000 of them.
Oh,
and we were like, oh, okay.
tape measures.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Like, oh, I guess we'll do that then. But yeah, so I mean, we'll pretty much just. Like if we don't work with them, we will work with them, kind of a thing.
That's awesome, yeah.
So yeah, and we also often refuse to give you the cheapest option because we know those suppliers are going to give you a cheap product that's not going to last.
And we do it too in my work. With even if you don't buy something from us, I work at a trailer manufacturing place as well as a dealership, trailer dealership.
Yeah,
which is surprisingly booming. It's crazy. I didn't think growing up, it's like. That sounds dumb,
Yeah, like where does that sell?
Every company that has a construction company to even like, even if you are a salesman or a traveling salesman, you need to carry something. If you don't have a truck, you can use it in a trailer. Cody's dying over here.
Yeah,
I swear.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to.
He thinks I smell.
That's not it.
And so if people even don't buy, even if somebody doesn't buy a trailer from us, we'd like to inform them. And we get a lot of compliments like, I may not buy a trailer today, but in the future, I'll definitely come in and ask. I'll I'll tell my friends and family to go buy a trailer here because
Right.
I just got so much more information than anywhere else did.
Right.
Trying to, other places are trying to put me in the cheapest trailer they got or the most expensive trailer they got, even though I don't have it for it.
Right.
Or they will put me in the cheap one, not telling me that it's cheap, and
Right.
then there I sit.
Well, like real estate agents will do that too. They'll try and sell. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, you qualify for a $300,000 house," and you're like, "In what world could I afford that?"
I'm just out of college.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Renee's some of her family members got qualified for like some crazy dollar amount on a house, and like they bought a house now, and it's like but it's like within a person our age's price range because they're like, yeah, we qualified for like $300,000, but I don't know in what world we would ever be able to pay for that. So it's just crazy to see like what they qualify you for.
Yeah, I was laughing with Alyssa because she was looking at houses, and every once in a while she'll shoot for the moon, and she's like, "Look at this! Look at this house! It's $1 million." I'm like, Alyssa, they asked for a 20% down payment. That's more than the house we're looking for right now.
$200,000.
And some of the places will be like, it's like $20,000 in like property tax.
Wow.
A year. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's a lot. Yeah, owning a house is a lot of money. But yeah, anyway, back to your point, like about like just being honest people. That's like I think it's such an important thing, and I try to do that even with my freelance stuff. Like I've had a lot of people recently actually talk to me about like logo work, and like I'll say straight up like, yeah, but this is what I cost. And they're like, "Are you serious? Like that's so expensive." Like I had a quote from another guy. It's like $400, and I'm like, "Yeah, but the thing is like, and I'll tell them like, you know."
Yeah, but you like me, and I'm cool.
Well, exactly. It's like I don't know. From my perspective, it's like you came to me for a reason. You like my work, and if you don't think it's worth that, then that's fine. You don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna ask you like these next 6 questions, and if the other guy didn't ask you those or have an answer for those, then like. That's why he's cheaper, because he doesn't have the foresight of these things. You know?
Yeah, we do that too with like people going like, "Oh, I can get the same looking trailer at Menards or Fleet Farms." Like, yeah, what happens when something goes wrong with it? Where do you take it back to Fleet Farm? They're not gonna do anything about it.
Nope.
Send it back to the manufacturer that's in Taiwan somewhere.
Right.
They're not gonna give a damn about.
No.
While here at our place, we have our own. We are our own service, in-house service, and we are warranty for all our companies there, all our dealerships there, so we can do all the in-house service for those companies,
cool.
which is nice.
Yeah.
It's like when something goes wrong, you can take it back to us. You can kind of blame us if we didn't tell you something about something, but we'll take care of it and get prepared for the future.
Right.
You know, whatever it is.
Well, you're still human.
Yeah.
You
Sorry,
know?
I made a mistake.
Yeah.
This is your fault.
Yeah.
I bought this trailer and it broke down. I didn't build it, sir. I swear.
Wow.
I'm just a dealer. I'm just a salesman. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I've had a couple people come in and bust my balls. It's like,
really?
Because like something went wrong with their trailer, and we've had previous salesmen there that didn't tell them about X, Y, Z. You know, it's something to do.
Yeah.
And like they'll overload it, or like our tilt bed trailers will sit like this, and they tilt up. Well, the axle's here. And it's got a locking mechanism to stop it from tilting. If you back up while it's still locked, it'll bend this. It'll bend right here. And so they're like, well, no one told me that. It's like, sorry, I didn't tell you that. I didn't sell you the trailer.
Right, yeah.
We'll fix it for your dumb ass, but it's not a big deal.
Well, I mean, some of that stuff, too, it's like, a lot of times when someone's looking for like a complex trailer situation like that, you'd think they would have already researched it and would know some stuff.
Yeah, it might have been on the salesman that didn't inform them about it. So we always like I literally have a list of stuff. It's like, okay, if they're buying this trailer, make sure you tell them XYZ so they can't come back at us saying you didn't tell me XYZ.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I have
just get it out of the way.
We got a lot of trailers, so it's like there's a lot of stuff I have to keep note of. And
right.
Not only our products, but our dealerships products. We are a dealership for these other trailer companies as well. You gotta memorize a lot of stuff. It's a lot more than what I intended to do. Because I went for marketing and design.
Yeah.
I'm in a sales and marketing position where I do Facebook posts, videos, and stuff like that.
Yeah. I
find them super easy and they're fun. They're me and the guys in the office just joke around a little bit and make fun of each other. It's like, you started there. Why'd you do that? I can get rid of it, but it's still funny.
But I mean that stuff's, I don't know. That's the kind of the way that I look at it. Is like, is this your forever job or is this the job that gets you to the next job? You know what I mean? Is what you learn here the job that makes you the person for the next job? Yeah. And that's kind of what my last company was
Yeah.
too. It's like, which is interesting as he asked me in my interview, how do I know this isn't a stepping stone for you? And then
How do you know you're not my stepping stone?
yeah,
Or I'm
exactly.
your stepping stone.
Yeah.
You know, you're just using
Well,
me.
exactly. Yeah, and that's what it was because now my friend who was putting a lawsuit against them for like various things
Okay.
actually unearthed some other problems in the company
Uh-oh.
that now they're being in trouble for.
Uh-oh.
So there was actually like 4 of my friends quit there recently because of this. So it turns out that the owner was laundering money, and then I guess allegedly
Okay.
that's what they're in trouble for. They were laundering money, and it was laundering money, and then it was tax evasion or tax fraud, something like I think it was tax fraud. And I'm like, that's such a big thing in a company as big as they are, a national company. You know, they had like what's up?
I was checking the time. I don't have my phone on me.
Yeah, so they had a, you know, as a national company. So I think the only state they didn't work with was South Dakota. And that was just because there wasn't anything there for us, something like that. There was some like weird law there that like we just didn't want to deal with. But yeah, so now they're in trouble, and now everyone's like jumping out of there with
Good thing you have the hell of a
fire,
dodge in time.
yeah, fire under their butts. But that's the thing, you know, like I learned a bunch of stuff there that now I can use at this new place. So, and it's crazy because like just talking about like organizational stuff to like my current boss,
Yeah.
everyone like does this to you. They're like, I had no idea.
You were telling me you're the only graphic designer.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
So do you do all? Wait, how are they a company that makes graphics or like graphic products?
Well, because we don't really, people usually it's usually like just putting logos on things.
Oh, and they already have something and they'll throw it at you.
Yeah, so they're like, hey, we want our logo on these mugs. We want our logo on these lanyards.
Okay, gotcha.
But like, it's interesting because I've actually already learned a lot of things, like making.
This is
like-
a very good company.
Yeah, like making patterns and stuff for. Well, and they had a graphic designer before me too.
Okay.
But but yeah, like I've already learned how to like make different like patterns and stuff. Like I've had to make plaid patterns and argyle patterns and paisley patterns and like
You lost
it's
me
just
at
kind of
plaid,
cool.
but okay.
Yeah, true. But the like just different like complex patterns like in Illustrator because they have to be vector, and then they'll like dye sublimate socks or like lanyards, and like I've had to use people's logos to make patterns and flags and stuff.
Mhm.
It's just kind of cool, but but like these people will look at me like you are the greatest thing because they didn't know how to make this stuff.
What are
before.
you doing? I don't know. Understand.
Yeah, well, and it's like
Why'd
you
you
know,
put it there? Do they ask you questions like why did you do this versus that?
no,
Really? Don't.
no. Usually the things that are
Because
said
like in
to
Northway,
me,
we'd always ask. I mean, if it looked bad, we'd ask about it, and then like, oh, that
yeah,
makes
it was
sense.
like a subtle hint of like, hey, this looks bad. Why did you do that?
Well, or it'd be like me not understanding it, so it's like, hey,
Well, right,
my brain's
yeah.
a little slower. Why did you put it there? Oh, because they said they like green. That's right.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's hard because they'll be like, okay, can you mock this up on a T-shirt? And then I'll do it, and then it's like, well, can you move it down an inch? And I'm like, listen, this is just a mock-up. Like, you're gonna send this to the printer. They're gonna send you a proof back. Like, make your fine adjustments then.
The person that's actually put on the shirt's gonna make it look the best.
Well, exactly, yeah, because I don't know where they're gonna print it or where the imprint area is necessarily, and I'm not gonna spend 35 minutes figuring that out. Like, and it might sound bad, but like if someone reaches out to me and is like, "Can you mock this up on a shirt?" I'm just guessing you need a general idea if it's gonna look good on that color shirt or if it's gonna look good on that style of shirt. Like you shouldn't need it to look perfect, right? Because it's a mock-up. It's not like an actual thing.
This is what it might look like.
Yeah, and I'm also managing accounts there. So like I'm working with Boys and Girls Club and like high schools for like their football clubs, and I'm working with all these different people. I have billions of orders to take care of. And then I also have everybody else's mock-ups for their clients. So when someone sits there and tells me like, "Oh, can you move the font up just a little bit?" It's like, "No, I'm not going to reopen my Photoshop and go through all of those steps just to resave a file and send it to you." It's like I do it anyway. But I'm trying to move away from it. I'm trying to find a way to avoid it. So I'm actually going to have people like download the picture themselves and then just like draw on it with a pen where they want it and how big they want it and then give it to me physically. Because it's like I don't want to. If I hate doing things more than once.
Yeah.
So it's like just give me all the information.
Repeat that again.
Yeah. It's just like give me all the information. I'll do it once. It'll be done in 5 seconds, and we're good to go. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I'm just looking up. I don't have my phone on me, so I cannot see the time. I'm just trying to figure out an easy way to look at the time.
It is 1:20.
How about that way? There we go. I can look at something now. So in 40 minutes. No, or like less than 40 minutes.
Yeah, because we'll probably want to give ourselves a little time.
Pee break.
Pee break.
But yeah, with it's amazing me how much stuff we're going through at my work, because or how much people don't know about. So we'll have people come in and like, okay, I want a price of this trailer. We don't put our prices on our open trailers. We have enclosed ones that we do because we just put a piece of paper in there. What else can you do?
Yeah.
And we don't want it to get wet. So they'll come in and ask us like, oh, what's this? Do you have this in stock? It's like, I mean, if it's on the website, it's in stock. We keep it. It's up to date daily. If a new load comes in within 24 hours, it's gonna be updated on the website. That's my job.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince our work to let us get iPads, and so
That'd be cool.
when we're out with a customer, I could scroll through our website or an app or whatever, and I could be like, okay, this trailer is this priced, and I can read off everything on it. I mean, yes, I'm supposed to memorize most of that. It's a little hard when a new trailer comes in, and we're moving prices all the time because right now we have a sale right now for all 2019 enclosed. Blah 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 blah. I'm trying to get rid of them. It would just be so much more convenient because I think we want to get a bigger lot or something. We need a bigger lot for as many trailers as we have, and coming in because just like there's a lot of stuff here. I gotta memorize all this, but I don't know. The bigger trailers move slower. Smaller trailers move faster.
Yeah.
That's all I can.
Well, I think too though, like it'd be nice, like, so then someone's like, "Well, could you cut me a deal today?" And you can be like, "I can give you 5% off," and you can do the math really quick on your iPad, and then just be like, "This is
I'm
the
awful
thing."
at math.
well, yeah, but I don't know. It's faster, and then it's accurate,
More
so
accurate.
you don't misquote somebody.
It's absolutely what it is. Because we've had it before where it's like I think it's I have to say everything with a grain of salt, saying like I think it's this much. I could be completely wrong. I'm just throwing out a number right now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that seems really high. He's like, I could be wrong. Let me reiterate
But
that.
that's frustrating for clients though. Like when someone's like coming in and they want like a price on something, and then they're like, I walked in here and I don't know any more price wise.
Yeah, and it only ever happens when I am outside, not at the computer. If I'm at a computer, it's like I can absolutely look that up for you. Everything we have in inventory, it has a price to it. If I can't find it, I ask other salesmen. They've been there longer. They can shoot out a price.
Well, and that's the thing is like, yeah, you can. I don't know, like you can get away with that, but I also feel like it's like I said before, it's just kind of frustrating for a client to not know right off the bat what the price is, and it kind of feels shady. And like when I worked at my old company, it was like I know generally they cost around this much. But that sucks because generally there's a discount that was given. So someone's like, well, what does it cost to do this? And I'm like, I don't know all the sales. I could pass you off. And they're like, well, I don't want to. If you can't tell me, then it's not worth my time. And so it's like, okay, well, I can tell you what it's generally around, but like our salespeople always work out deals with people.
What bugs me is we do service we service trailers as well. And so I'm not doing the service work. I'm not the head of service. That is my dad. So he'll do all the service stuff. And so if he's busy and a customer comes in to pick up their trailer, I grab the work order or the invoice and it says everything they did on it. I was like, okay, so here's what we did on it, blah, 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 blah. He was like, but what was wrong with it? I'm like, I'm guessing it was your bearings and brakes were broken because that's what we fixed. Yeah. It's like, well, you're guessing. How do you not know? I was like, I didn't fix the trailer. Yeah. They changed it. They know better than I do. and then he's like, well, what's wrong with it? It's like, what did I say? It's like, I said something like it was just like me. It's like I'm guessing the brakes are from what it looks in front of me. It looks like the brakes were wrong. Well, do you not know? I'm like I didn't fix it. My dad, the service manager, comes in here and be like he's like, yeah, it looks like we replaced the bearings and everything's fixed now. He's like, and the guy be like, good, oh, thank you. I'm like, what the hell? I said the same thing. I don't know. And they know my dad longer. He's been there longer, so if they've dealt with him before, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just like,
well, that's the thing is like,
hi, I'm new.
A lot of people will do that if they sense that you're new.
Oh,
and then you know what I mean, because like it's like I might be able to get out of something here. Like that, a lot of people have that attitude, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about anyone, but it's just
okay. Generalization: human beings are evil.
Well, yeah, they're selfish. I wouldn't say evil.
Sure. So but everybody is okay. Not everybody. I can't say that either. Someone's always trying to get something out of you. Yeah. Whatever way. And it was and sometimes the customer come in. We had a customer come in. He was paying his bill. He was totally fine with it. He was a businessman. He knows that it costs money to make money.
Yeah.
That's what's nice. When businessmen come in there and they know it's going to cost something to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he threw down a mailer we had that apparently said 10% off service work. And I'm like, did you just print this? What the hell? We're just making fun of him and stuff like that. And he was like, does it look bad? I tried my hardest on it. It was really funny.
That's pretty funny. I mean, my boss did something recently, like, cause, so you know, every time you get a new job and like you enroll in automatic deposits or whatever, and then I enrolled in that, but you always get the first check paper pretty much.
Okay.
So like, but my check didn't show up when it was supposed to. So like, my boss is like, yeah, your check was supposed to be here Tuesday, but I don't know where it is. He's like, so I don't know. Hopefully it comes in. And I was like, okay.
Hopefully it comes
in.
in.
I checked my account and it wasn't in there yet. And I was like, well, they didn't deposit it. And he's like, well, yeah, hopefully it comes in. And like, he's just like, and then he came later and he was like, no, I'll cut you a check at the end of the day if it doesn't come in. And I was like, that's right. And then he brought over a sticky note with how much my check was worth and put it on my desk. He's like, you think your bank will take that? I was like, yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. But yeah, it was funny. And my check ended up coming in that day, but it was just like, it just reminded me of my dad because he used to always do that. When I was working with him, he'd always be like, he'd like have me climb the ladder 20 feet up and there's bees and I'm painting. And I'm like, this is going to go on the bill this week. And he's like, let's see, 30 plus 0. like, damn it, Dad. I don't know. It's kind of nice to be somewhere where it's like more family-ish, you know?
Yeah, we don't work on commission up front at all, so it's not us going each other's throats to get customers. It's like helping them out. I'm new up there, and these guys have been up there longer, and so they help me out the best I can. I can't wheel and deal like them. It's funny when I hear stories like customers will come in, and the best story was the customer came in and was dealing with my dad, and he's like, he works for this company. The reason he comes in is because his coworker or his boss can't come in because my dad's a really good salesman. And he'll always sell him something. Nice. It's like Danny can't come in anymore because Chad's a really good salesman, and he always ends up buying something. Nice. That was probably the funniest story I heard.
Yeah, it's nice to have like clients and stuff that call in and like they're just super friendly. And that's the thing, like where I worked before, it was always such a bad relationship because the whole process was just a pain in the ass.
Because you told me they had to deal with like 8 different people to get to like what they wanted.
Yeah, and it was annoying. Well, this is something that should never happen in a business. You call back the number that just called you. Hey, someone just called me from this number. And then the person's like, yeah, I don't know why someone would have called you. Are you a part of... And then I have to guess if they're a part of the 1,800 different publications we worked with. What, are you a part of like a home builders association? And they're like a funeral director. And they're like, no. And then it's like, well, we do so many different things. I'm like, have you been speaking with a salesperson on a publication recently? Like, no. And then they hang up on you because it's a sales. And it's like, that should never happen at a business where it's like they should be able to call back a number or email something.
Yeah, I always try. Did you have a direct line there?
Nope.
Really? So you just got someone transferred you?
We could have had direct lines, but we didn't want to pay for it.
Yeah, we have direct lines, which is nice. So like someone will call the sales line, that'll come to all 3 of us on the sales side. Mm-hmm. Whoever picks up gets it. Obviously, or because most times it's 99% of the time it's something for service. So I just transfer over to the service department, or I take a message from him because he's so busy. I'm just like, can I take a message for you? But like if it is ever a client or a customer asking to buy something, I always start with like, hey, my name is Jordan, blah, blah, blah. I actually, right in the beginning, is like, something trailer sales, this is Jordan, and like, blah, 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 and they'll continue. Mm-hmm. And then if it's an actual customer coming to buy something or buy something in the long run, I always like, okay, just make sure. Then I'll tell them my name, because then they'll do it with me, because the other guys, like, they don't know what I talked about with them,
right,
and stuff like that, but... Yeah, technology is great. Communication is the hardest thing. And I was trying to segue over to when I talk about iPads, about technology. That was one of my things here. So I had a package ordered. It was supposed to be delivered. This is Amazon's guarantee, September 20th when it came out.
Nice.
The game came out. They attempted to deliver it. Okay, sure, fine, whatever. Well, actually, I have a rant before this. So they tried to deliver this thing. This thing is a small video game. It could fit in my mailbox, right?
Yeah.
They didn't attempt to put it in my mailbox though. Okay, whatever, sure, I understand. The week before that, they shipped that monitor you saw in here. It was sitting outside my door. It's like,
Damn
what?
it. Different carriers?
I didn't double check that one, but I was really angry. So, okay,
So it was USPS that
this
shipped
was
that one?
UPS.
UPS.
UPS was this one.
Okay. Because I know they're a little bit more strict about just leaving crap out.
Yeah, I don't remember what that one was, but okay,
Yeah.
crappy, whatever. They put the sticker on the window. I signed it. I left it there for them. So like they'll come back tomorrow. It never came back. I followed the tracking number. It went to an access, a UPS drop-off access. I went to the address. It was at like a Hardware Hanks. It was nothing. Nothing was there. I was like,
What?
yeah, I was like, this isn't a drop-off thing, and I couldn't find it all. So I contacted them, and UPS, and they got back to me saying, okay, someone will call you tomorrow about giving you a package.
Tomorrow.
Or
Days.
not on Mondays because it
Well,
was
sure,
Saturday.
yeah.
So they'll contact me on Monday. Okay, fine, whatever. And they said, we tried calling you, but you didn't pick up. I was like, did you leave a message? No, or my phone didn't ring. So that one's up in the air if it was my fault or theirs. But I didn't have a message either way.
Well, and you're at work and stuff.
But
it's
they
like,
should have still left a message. So
Well,
it could be my phone.
That's what I'm
having
saying.
issue.
Like, it's not like it's your fault for not answering the phone if they
Yep.
did call, because it's like, well, I'm at work.
But if they didn't leave a message, it's like
Yeah,
assholes.
right.
Then they got back to me saying, I got back to them saying, hey, no one called me, blah, blah, blah. Where's my package at? They're like, oh, we tried calling you on Monday, but you didn't pick up, so we sent it back. It's like, come on!
Oh my God, just leave it at the door.
Oh,
like,
God.
I know you don't
got
really
so
want
angry.
that.
And then I
but-
tried logging into UPS's website, and I logged in. It took me 8 times to get the fucking password. And then I reset the password. Got figured out. Tried logging the next day. Password didn't work. Locked me out.
Oh my
Like, I
gosh.
can't get in your website now. I'm so angry. Freaking out. I was like, God dang it. So after I got the whole fiasco figured out, they said they're shipping it back. Went on Amazon's website, and it's like, well, Amazon doesn't say it's returning yet. So
Yeah.
I went to their Ask Help, and their Ask Help is really nice. Figured it out. Because I bet you they got super pissed off with people just typing in random shit.
Yeah.
It's now actually like a multiple choice question thing. It's like, how would you like help ordering package something this?
Yeah.
Click on one of those.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what's wrong with it, or which package is it? And it'll give you a list of your recent 20
Yeah.
packages. Click on it. Then it asks like, what's wrong with the package? It's like, I have not received it yet. And so that was super quick.
Yeah.
And there I didn't have to wait for a response. It was just automated.
Mhm.
And I was like, and they're like, oh, we're so sorry. We'll just send you a new one at no charge. Like, you didn't receive the other one yet. You have no idea where it's at. I could be lying to you. But no extra charge. It just came today with a bunch of other stuff, which we won't tell Alyssa. But it's now October 5th. I ordered this. It's supposed to get here on the 20th. Great.
Yeah. Couple days late.
Yeah, it's just like, it was actually, it was supposed to be, her birthday was on the 20th. It was like,
Oh.
perfect. Could come out. She likes Zelda. Great. Hand it to her. It's like,
Oh, so that's for Alyssa?
yeah, that's for Alyssa. And it was like, you're supposed to get a package. It's not here yet. And it also pisses me off. This is back on Amazon.
Yeah.
My Echoes give me away with all my presents I order because
Oh,
they say
no.
order coming in today.
It's this.
And it's like, because it'll flash yellow,
Yeah.
and you can ask, Alexa, what's my notification? Oh, you have this package coming in containing X. It's like,
No.
so I had to go in their settings and turn it off. It's like, you're not fucking giving away
Yeah.
anything else now. But with okay, now we can get my rant's over. That's going back to how technology's improved. That quick system of me ordering something or getting that thing fixed was great. That super streamlined it. They just sent it to me. I mean, my guess is that they already had the notification that this package was coming back.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Probably, yeah.
And so now you got me doing it. Damn it.
Sorry, dude.
You're contagious. And then I also wrote down a bunch of stuff.
Well, speaking of technology, that is why I almost never order things online.
Really?
Because I experienced that 99 out of 100 times.
That's like,
because
that was a rare one for me.
yeah, that's like an anomaly for most people. Every time I try and order something online, and Renee will attest to this, it's for some reason hell. I tried to get my license stuff online. Hell. Ordered my tabs online. Hell.
Okay, I've never done that before.
Because it's easier, it's faster. You don't have to go to the DMV and wait 40 minutes in line. Like
I
you still
go
have
to-
to go in for your license.
I go to a small DMV, so mine.
Yeah,
Doesn't really have
but like for the real ID, you had to like fill out all this
I haven't done that
paperwork.
yet.
So like
Okay.
I did all that online because it speeds it up a lot. There's
Okay.
a lot you have to fill out, and then you have to bring in like a billion forms of
So you just said it
identification.
helped you out. What's wrong with it?
No, because it didn't. It. I went to the DMV.
No.
Yeah, okay. Yes, when Renee did it, flawless.
Really?
It was beautiful and it was fast and everything worked out well. When I did it, my tabs didn't come for like 2 months. So now my tabs are expired and I had to get like a little thing that said I get like an extension on my tabs because when I went to the DMV, I was like, I haven't gotten them yet. Bought these forever ago. They were like, well, you know, you'll have to give you an extension. And then I told them, I was like, okay, well,
And that could also be like right now, Minnesota Department of Transportation is awful.
yeah, I know.
That could also be it.
But I also told them, I mean, it's with everything I ever buy. It
Okay.
just takes forever.
Okay.
Or like I have to order it 3 times before the,
Shush.
or I have to order it 3 times before the order actually comes through or something stupid. And so, but anyway, so I don't know if I told the story about my tabs yet, but I actually went back again to check on my tabs. Like I still have not received my tabs yet.
Wait, currently?
Yeah, no, I got it
Oh.
now, but like I was like I still haven't received my tabs yet, and they were like, well, yeah, it looks like they were delivered. So, and I was like, okay, well, I don't have them.
Oh.
Okay, so they either got stolen, or they went to the wrong place,
See,
or they were lost.
Something like that, I wouldn't think I'd trust to like mailing.
Yeah, but the thing is like most people do it, and it works just fine. They
Okay.
shipped it to my old St. Cloud address.
Oh.
I was like, I updated my address with you when I applied for these tabs. Why would you send it to the old address? and I had my address forwarded since then.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, did you have like, because you were living with Renee's parents? Did you order anything then?
I tried ordering some things then,
Okay,
yeah,
I was like,
and it just the only yeah.
So then there's 2 addresses.
Yeah, so yeah, 2 addresses ago. It was actually longer than that because it wasn't when I lived with my friend Matthew. It's actually when I lived in apartments.
Okay.
So that was like 3 years ago.
Oh God.
It's like, God, are you serious? So.
Have you ordered tabs since then?
That was this year.
No,
So-
it was before that. is what
Oh,
I'm saying.
before that, no.
Okay.
I would just go
Okay.
because the one at St. Cloud's actually pretty quick,
Okay.
and that's where I was. That's where I was getting mine. But the one in Chaska, mother of God, dude. I showed up at the very opening time
Uh-oh.
on a Monday,
Uh-oh.
and I was like, it's gonna be dead. Like it's like 6 a.m. It's gonna be dead. A line down the sidewalk, out of the building.
Oh my God.
I was like, what is this? And everyone's there for like a road test and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it, I guess. But I just thought I would be dead. But yeah, Renee, every time she orders something, flawless. It always appears. And I saw something on Facebook the other day that I thought of you immediately. They have garbages that have like robot chips in them. Not that garbage reminded me of you, but this robotic thing did.
Yeah. Okay.
So you set like a starting point and an ending point, and it'll actually carry your garbage will turn on
Go out to the
and
sidewalk.
go to the sidewalk.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We don't have that here. We still have to take out the trash as in like a bag. But
Right. But I thought instantly I was like, Jordan, this is his dream.
I would love that,
You
dude. That'd be so fucking cool. Well,
You just walk up, throw your garbage in there, and then you schedule a time for it to take itself to the road.
because I'm honestly, when we're getting a house, we're debating getting a lawnmower, and Husqvarna makes robotic lawnmowers.
Oh God, that's how do they do
It
that?
looks like a Roomba but bigger. That's all.
I know, but like, how do they? You'd think that'd be so dangerous that they'd be like,
Yeah,
no.
it's running like flying blades.
Yeah,
But my guess is that that's either A, they use like plastic blades or something like that.
it's
which
like a weed whip.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I haven't looked at it
Yeah.
really. But it's like they weren't that expensive. Maybe $1,000.
Yeah.
Which is like a riding lawnmower, nice riding lawnmower. is
More than that,
Pretty
yeah.
close to that, yeah. So it's like, well, shoot. But then it was like, we live in an area where it's notorious for shit getting stolen. So it's like, oh, that'd be really shitty.
Yeah.
And it,
I wouldn't
depending,
do
I could
that.
probably throw a tracker on it and stuff like that, maybe a leash or
Well,
something.
right, yeah.
Because have you ever seen those videos where they'll hook up their push mower is self-propelling?
Yeah.
And so they'll just like tied to a pole, so it just does a circle and slowly goes in.
Jeez.
It only worked for so far.
I think it takes like an hour to mow your lawn. Just do it. It like, depends where you live.
Depends on where you live, and
Yeah.
that's what I told us is like if it's bigger than X, I want a riding lawnmower.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was on top of my head. Like my parents do. My parents have 2 5-foot lawnmowers, riders, because they have like 3 acres.
Yeah.
And we have a vineyard, and the rows are 400 feet and 600 feet long, and so it takes 2 passes to go down and back. So it's like,
yeah, push that.
So for my parents to both be going full speed about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
To mow lawn.
Yeah, that's how long it takes my dad to mow his lawn. It's about 2 hours, but about around 2 hours.
Which I like lawn mowing. It's fun. I throw in headphones and I just go.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, but bush mowing is like, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and when I lived in St. Cloud here, I had to use a push mower, and then when I lived with Renee's parents, I had to use a push mower. And like, in a small yard, it's really not too bad. Huh?
Do you mow your
I don't have a lawn. That tiny patch? No, that's HOA stuff.
Okay.
Homeowners Association.
He lives in like a townhome type thing.
Yeah, it's like a neighborhood, but it's just all townhomes. They're like all connected, kind of.
But you're renting it.
Yeah. But it's not. I mean, out of the rent in the area that I live, this is no more expensive than a 2-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, I can live in a 2-bedroom apartment, or I can have a 2-level house with 2 bathrooms and a big kitchen and a big living. Yeah. So it's like, and a garage and my own driveway. Like,
yeah,
I'd rather do that.
Which that leads into the next thing with like smart houses, and I have that in here. It's like and this isn't so much smart house, but this is security systems. You can put in your house. They can do facial recognition.
Oh.
And so like, if you can ask, like kind of like I can have with this webcam, you can do Windows sign in.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just recognize your face.
It's like that. You can do it. You can have it like, okay, set for these people are normals to come in this house. You see anybody else, you give a warning and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I definitely want to get that in my place. But with some stuff, some technology I think is cool. I love the Roomba. We have cats, so that I think it's full of cat hair, so it takes a little bit to clean that. But it works great. I run it. I think I run the Roomba more than I would a vacuum cleaner because it doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, oh, see, I'm not home.
Right.
Vacuum the house.
Well, that's what's kind of nice too, is if it runs when you're not home, you get to come home and your house is clean.
Ooh, I did nothing.
Yeah. See, like, I don't have anything against any of that stuff. I could see problems with the facial recognition
Have you
thing.
seen? But it helps. Maybe not facial recognition. Sometimes. Have you seen some of the stuff on the news like package thieves with all the Ring doorbells?
Oh yeah, that's been going on since packages were a thing.
Well, no, but you can see them now. You can catch them.
Yeah,
they're at the door.
Yeah, because my friend from my old job had that, and he'd just be sitting at his desk, and all of a sudden hear like ding dong, and his phone would have like that sound, and then he'd look at it, and there's a guy at the door. And he'd just speaking to his phone. He's like, "Just leave it." And like the guy, you could see the guy like holding the package, like look around, like,
who the fuck?
Yeah.
I really want to do that. I really want to do that. I'm excited. I'm excited to get a house.
Yeah. See, like, and that's what Renee and I really need to do is like security stuff, and not that we're in a bad area by any, like it's a nice area.
But just that one chance,
But yeah, sometimes nice areas are dangerous too because they're nice areas.
Yeah.
It's like easy target.
When we moved here, Alyssa's bike got stolen. Yes, we left it outside, but it got stolen. It's still shitty.
It's still shitty, yeah. Like it's not yours. You know it's not yours.
Someone stole it.
Yeah,
and so I want to do, depending on the house setup, I want to do one looking at the living or the front door, and then probably the back door, and then depending anywhere else. But I know I see a lot of the videos. People, some of them record audio, some of them don't. The ones that record audio are funnier because you could catch yourself like falling down the stairs and then like swearing or something.
Yeah. I actually had a really good idea recently, and this might already exist. I don't know, but now all of our
emus and hats.
Yeah, that was a good idea too. But no, this is a really good idea I had, and now one of our crazy tech followers can go ahead and make this maybe and make $1 million, and then just give me some Give me some royalties on it.
Benefits.
So yeah, but no, it was because like I want a dash cam, and Renee wants one really bad because Renee experiences more road rage than I experience, or than anybody I know, like against her.
Okay.
And she's not a crazy driver, so like people will just like come flying up on her butt like at like 90 miles an hour, and they're like flipping her off and stuff, and it's like dash cams aren't expensive, but I was thinking you already have your phone with you. Your phone can plug into your car for a charger. So why buy an extra camera when you already have a camera? And the thing is, like, you don't want to have all that stored on your phone. So why don't they make an app that you have like a hard drive at home that's kind of like set on a cloud basis? So it's like a terabyte.
Where's my phone? I bet you this already exists.
I would imagine it does, but like, so it'd be an app that's like a dash cam, and
It'd
you
be
just
hard because you
it
can.
just and it just like it just streams to the device and stores it there.
But if it also depends on where you live. The cops are pretty anal about if anything's blocking your vision. So anything above your dash height, illegal. It's depending.
Seriously?
Yeah, because like that's why you can't hang anything from your mirror anymore.
Yeah, but people always have the GPS that like sticks to your window.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
that's what it depends on where you go. Because I knew like, Captain Sparkles, Jordan Maron, I think his name.
Yeah.
Big Minecraft dude.
Yeah.
He's got really nice cars. He has a dash cam on all of them, and his dash goes up and then down. He heads it that part.
Oh.
And someone's calling him out saying he's dash cams in your way. It's like from where I'm sitting, I can't see it.
Yep.
That's where his scenario was.
Gotcha.
But that makes more sense because your phone. I don't have my fucking phone. Your phone's already sitting here, you know,
Yeah.
or like here.
Yeah. What's up an inch so it can see?
Yeah, and then
you know?
facing forward.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to. Now with the state of Minnesota, you can't have your phone at all. It's calling.
Well, it just has to be
You can't-
hands free.
Okay, it has to be hands free. That's right.
Yeah.
You can't be using your phone in
Which
your hands.
which I didn't imagine anybody would use it as a dash cam like this.
Still so see
Oh,
people
dude, yeah.
calling. Oh my
I did
God.
nothing. All it did was make honest people scared to be on their phone. Because
like-
people are still always on their phone.
Oh my God.
I mean, texting while driving was illegal, and people still do that all the time.
Oh my God. It really it bugs me so much when it's like, oh, I thought I saw Justice the other day, and it's off topic for technology, but when you're sitting at a stoplight and the cars are going in front of you and it changes to green, the car goes past.
Yep.
You're like, why isn't a cop here? Happened. Cop didn't do anything. Like,
Yeah.
Motherfucker, this was
Yeah.
my chance. I was gonna fucking hoot and holler because like, damn it.
You mean like so like they ran past you as soon as the light turned green? Because like you've been waiting for the light
Yeah.
to change,
Yeah.
and then
so,
they
like,
just kept going.
light change their in and through, which is because they.
It's not illegal. It's just dumb. Because
Yeah.
because you're supposed to look both ways when the lights change to make sure no one's clearing the
But
intersection.
it was like he saw it turn yellow for him, so
Yeah.
he didn't think it was slowing down at all. And
Also, he went when the intersection was yellow. He ran it.
yeah,
I thought you were saying you were sitting at a red light.
I'm seeing a red
It
light.
turned green, and then he just kept going. Like he was coming up
No,
while it
not
was
next
red.
to me, in front of
and
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he crossed the intersection this way.
yeah. So I'm sitting here. He went this way.
Okay, and his light turned yellow.
Yeah. So
So his is turning
as
red.
he was entering the intersection, it turned green.
Oh, okay.
He was
I was confused with the
He
situation.
was
My
across
bad.
from me. It's like,
Yeah.
God dang it.
I thought you meant like. So here, what I was imagining was
Parallel
like,
to me.
yeah, like he would like
Yeah.
this, like you were stopped at the light, and a guy was coming from like way back here,
Yep.
and the light turned green, and he just kept going. I was like, why is that
No,
bad?
no, no.
I was like, is
He
he supposed
crossed
to
in front
stop? Yeah, but no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the
I
cop
was
didn't do
I was
anything.
just like, I was like, God, that could have been so good. I didn't.
Yeah.
I was so angry about it.
The
But
it's
that can lead
Yeah.
over to the smart vehicles and like having
Oh, okay.
detection. Because I
Yeah.
know now cars they have like blind spot detection
yeah,
and their mirrors will like light up.
Yeah.
Which I wish my car had.
it's genius. I
I don't know why
we
every
even
car
have
doesn't
it.
have that.
I don't know why I don't know why trucks have blind spots. Why does a truck? Why does
Like a semi-truck?
Why does semi still have blind spots?
Yeah, like.
Why isn't there like a camera on the side of the semi that just pops up and then like because we have those little dash.
Semi trucks are old and the companies don't want to pay for their drivers that have that.
Yeah, I know, but like, why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems like I don't know. It says like backup cams. I know like they're like, well, you're not really supposed to rely on a backup cam, but it's like my backup camera on my car has 3 different points of view.
Wait,
And,
what?
Yeah, so you can like push a button and it'll look like directly below the vehicle. You can push it again and it has like a wide lens, so I can see like down the road both ways. And then there's also one that's like directly behind me.
Mine's wide, but that's about it. And it has the guiding lines. That's it.
Yeah, mine has like straight lines. They don't move as I move.
Okay.
But like I like those ones. You're the ones like if you turn your wheel,
Yep.
the lines turn with you, so it shows you where you're gonna be. Yeah, those are nice.
But it's like, I'm surprised yours has the 3 different things. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's neat.
You,
It's fun.
and does it a setting or does it come on when you go in reverse?
When I go in reverse, it just pops up, and then there's like a button in the corner you can push.
Oh.
So it's nice.
Maybe I should play with mine. Maybe it does have that. I don't know.
Probably. I mean, like, it's because it's just a button like on my how you change like the station.
Have you seen in those cars they do the top somehow they do the top down view of the whole car? I think Chevy did in one of their ads and it's like, where's this people actors not actors they're like, where's the camera? Oh my god, because it shows you. My guess is it just makes like virtual stuff so it doesn't detect anything around them. So
sure,
I don't know. But it's pretty cool.
Huh, interesting.
Technology in vehicles is crazy right now. I know Tesla's super crazy. They have the Tesla of all people has a giant tablet in their. Have you seen that with their dash?
In Teslas?
Yeah, it's like a screen. It's like a 19-inch screen.
Jeez.
Next to them.
But you can't have your phone.
They can't have your phone. Isn't that funny?
Well, even police though, they have
laptops
and all their stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know.
I get why they need that, but it just seems like, and I think technically they're not supposed to use them while they're driving. It's only when they pulled over to like check on somebody. But
and then like what else is smart vehicles have done? I know Prius has done. I don't know.
We have like a minute. Just heads up. It is 1:50.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go. Okay. I know that Prius. I know some old Priuses. I don't know if it's older or newer ones. They have solar panels on the roof of their car that just run fans.
Oh.
To blow hot air because in the summer it just gets hot as hell. Yeah. It just keeps the air rolling, which is like
makes sense. That's
smart.
Cool.
We'll probably cut it off quick here with what technology. What do you look for in technology in the future? Like what is one thing maybe you want to see in the future? Easier way of getting your tabs.
Stuff, yeah. No, I don't know. I guess like I would. That's such a hard question to me because like every time I think of something that I think would be nice, I'm always like immediately thinking of all the drawbacks of it. I'm just a very like realist person, so like it's not and it like not to be confused with pessimistic.
You're being too real.
I'm not like glass half empty, but like my fantasy like future world would be like we have like exosuits where like my dad wants to go like my dad's 51 now. And his back is destroyed from his job, but like a tree falls in his yard and he's like, I'm too old to cut this up and I can't afford to hire someone to do it. He has like a little suit he can put on and it's like easy peasy for him. Like that would be so cool because it would help like old people like in nursing homes. Think of all the people in like who have to like use walkers and stuff. Well, now they have like a suit that self-stabilizes you so you get to walk, you get to keep your independence. You can go to the bathroom by yourself still. Like stuff like that. I think that would be cool.
I think it'd be used and I think people are working on that. They'd be used for military way before old people.
Yep. Well, I mean, walkie-talkies were radio or military way before like radio frequencies is military way before it's public. But I think that would be like one of my ideal inventions would be that.
I want drones, more of them. I want drones. Amazon delivery. Drop me something in a half hour.
Amazon drone strikes.
Give me that package.
Dropping the payload.
Well, they were working on it now, and the concept of it was when you ordered something, and it could be the Amazon drone, which would probably be a premium fee, more than likely, to get something that quick. You printed off the Amazon logo, the A, you placed it down, and that was its landing pad. And so to go look for it, and you're at your address.
I mean, like, were you talking like this big? You're like
no, the full sheet of paper.
Oh, okay.
Like
even that's pretty small. I would think it would have to be like big.
That's what they just showed.
Yeah, that was the concept. Yeah.
Which I haven't heard anything recently because I think they got somewhat of approval from something. I think they got approval from like the state and then not approval from the Senate or something, vice versa, or the House and then the Senate. I don't remember what it was, but that's the last I've heard of it. Maybe 2 years ago, the drone delivery.
Well, I saw. If you've ever seen Parks and Recreation, which I know you haven't,
probably likely not, but maybe I've seen it.
And I know we got to wrap this up, but there was a scene where. There's a company that is like a futuristic company where they like take people's information and advertise to them, and this was like kind of before it was like a huge thing in like Facebook where you're like, oh, I thought about this yesterday and now I have an ad for it. Like the company started using drones and they were predicting things that you've been looking at or talking about and predicting that you'd want it, so they'd buy it for you, and then they'd send a drone to your house to drop it off. Well, Ron Swanson, the character in the show, is like super anti like people knowing anything about him. Yeah. He's very private. And so he just shows up in the rain one day at Leslie's house, and it's just like pouring. He's got a gun over his shoulder and a broken robot. He's just like, we have to stop this damn company. It's, like, it's super funny. I don't know.
They delivered me an umbrella.
Yeah. Well, he's like, the problem is I never thought, like, it was like they delivered something for his son.
Oh.
And his son's like a newborn.
Oh.
And so he was like pissed about it, but
that's funny.
Stuff like that.
Alrighty, we'll end it off here quick because we're gonna try to do some things a little faster with today at least. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to follow us on Twitch. We go live every single Saturday. We are on number. This will be 33.
Wow.
34
already, huh?
Last week was 30. So actually, this will be 32. If that's no, that's not right. Probably
31.
33.
Oh, okay.
So that was not right.
Okay.
Cool. As always, Hot Dish Podcast has a little bit of everything. That's always good. Thank you, Cody, for joining me. We out.